Hello everyone, Speedy Hedgehog Live here with a new video. Today, this is part 12 of me building a city. In this video, I'm going to be building Freddy Fazbear's Pizzeria from the Five Nights at Freddy's movie. And then I'm going to build the Empire State Building. So, let's get into it.
Hey, what's up YouTube? In this video, I'll be showing you how to make Freddy Fazbear's Pizza. Please do remember to like the video and subscribe to the channel. Make it to the very end of the video to see where we place the pizzeria in our city. This is the amount of space required to make the pizzeria. And here are all of the material.
Gotta grab the materials first before we start building, so yeah. And before I start building, I just want to say I do apologise I've been doing more Roblox and Apex live streams more than Minecraft. It's because I've been doing a lot of live streams with my friends. So if you might not see Minecraft live stream here or two, it's because I want to try out other games on as live streams. So basically I want to play other games and live stream them too. I don't want to always live stream Minecraft. I want to live stream like different games such as Apex and stuff like that, like Fortnite and stuff like that. Anyway, let's build Freddy Fazbear's Pizzeria.
So we will use to build it. Begin by placing 11 birch planks extending up from the ground.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We then want to extend that entire row to the right. Then come all the way down to the bottom and extend this birch plank backwards. And then right of this, place a lime terracotta, then a green terracotta, lime, green, lime. With a birch plank to the right, extend forwards one, and then right one. We then want to extend these birch planks upwards to reach the same height as the birch planks that we have on the left. Like this. Then, on top of each lime and green terracotta, place the opposite block. And then do that again. And then on top of this, place a row of yellow terracotta. And then, on the left here, place a black stained glass. Right of that, a red terracotta, glass, terracotta, glass. Extend these blocks upwards by 3. 1, 2, 3. Then, place yellow terracotta on top of the entire row. And then a row of red terracotta on top of that. Then extend the first row of yellow terracotta forwards by 2 rows and outwards left and right. We will end up with something that should look like this. Place 2 birch planks extending back from this birch plank. 1, 2. Then place 3 glass block extending right. 1, 2, 3. And then a yellow concrete. 3 more glass. 1, 2, 3. Then a birch plank. Extend the birch plank forwards. And extend each of these birch planks up by 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Like so. So what we now want to do is extend the yellow concrete up by 1. Extend it 1 row forwards. Place 2 dark prismarine on top. Extend the dark prismarine right and left, just like this. We then want to place upside down dark prismarine inside of the top 2 corners of the left and right side to give us these archways. What we can then do is extend enough of the birch planks backwards and enough of the yellow concrete backwards that we are able to extend the black stained glass up to form two windows like this. So from the outside, this is what we're looking for. Next, we want to extend our birch plank row an additional row forwards, just like this. Then, extend the middle row to the right by placing 5 purple terracotta.
Need to grab some materials I forgot to grab, or the materials I see on screen. I won't be replacing these, it's just these last 3 I need to grab in order to build this. So yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then place
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
a birch plank, and then 3 more terracotta. 1, 2, 3. Place 2 glass. 1, 2. 3 more terracotta. 1, 2, 3. Birch plank. 5 terracotta. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Birch plank. Now we are going to extend the birch planks forwards and backwards. And we are going to extend this one on the right up by 6 rows. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And this inward pair up by 7 rows. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then we will just extend all of the other blocks the same.
7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Build these in. There we go.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And the end result is this. So let's focus on this middle bit, first of all. Place 2 additional rows of glass on top of our glass. So 1, 2. On top of the purple terracotta, we want to place black, white, and black concrete. So black on the end, white in the middle. Then yellow terracotta on top of that, and then yellow terracotta extending across the top of the door. Dark prismarine on top of that, then yellow terracotta on top of that, and then yellow terracotta extending across the top of the door. Dark prismarine on top of that, yellow concrete on top of that, and then 2 rows of red terracotta to finish this off. We then want to extend the yellow concrete forwards by 2 rows, and the second row wants to extend in front of the birch pillars, like so. Next, we are going to focus on the 2 side parts. So let's come over to the left here first of all. Starting from the left, we'll place white, black, white, black, white, black concrete. 2 rows of yellow terracotta on top. Dark prismarine on top of that. A row of yellow terracotta on top of that. And finally, red terracotta on top of that. Then come to the right side and do the same thing. So from either end, we want to place white, black, white, black, white, with 2 rows of yellow terracotta on top, and then a row of dark prismarine on top of that, and then finish up by placing a row of yellow terracotta and then a row of red terracotta to give us this. Perfect. Next, we are going to add Freddy to the top of the sign. So to do this, we want to place 1, 2, 3, 4 brown concrete on top of the 4 middle blocks at the top of this sign. So these coincide with the glass blocks that we have just down below, and then left and right of those blocks. We then want to extend this upwards by 3 rows. 1, 2, 3. We then want to place a brown concrete on top of this corner, right, down, and here on the left, up, left, down, just like this. Then extend the brown concrete here forwards by 2 rows, 1, 2, so that we are just overhanging like this, and then 2 black concrete in the middle, and brown concrete surrounding this, like so. Then place a white concrete here and here, with black concrete on top, and then brown concrete in between, just like so. And now for the patented top hat, we are first of all just going to extend the part of the head that we can backwards so that it sits on top of the red terracotta here, but then a layer of black concrete in between the ears, and then we are just simply going to extend up these 2 middle blocks by 2 rows. So we'll end up with something that should look like this, a nice 3D Freddy head. So now we want to create what we have on the left over on the right. This means coming
like this.
all the way to this birch plank here, and placing 3 glass extending right. 1, 2, 3. With a yellow concrete on the end, and then 3 more glass. One, two, 3. Place a birch plank on the end and extend forwards by 2. 1, 2. Extend the birch plank to the right by 1, and then extend these blocks up by 10. 1,
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We then want to extend every single birch plank upwards the exact same. Then we want to add an additional yellow concrete on top of this yellow concrete and extend 1 row forwards. Place 2 dark prismarine on top of the outward row of yellow and extend the prismarine left and right. Then place upside down dark prismarine stairs in these 2 corners, just like this. And then black stained glass to fill in these gaps, just like so. And that will give us this. Perfect. So moving over to the right slightly, we are going to extend this birch plank backwards by 1. And then right of this, we will place a lime terracotta, green, lime, green, lime, birch plank on the end, extend forwards 1 and right 1. We now want to make these birch planks as high as we
No.
so that we have just to the left of us like this, including this one here on the end. This will be, of course, a tad later. And then these terracottas. So just as with the previous side, place green terracotta on top of the lime terracottas and lime on top of the green, and then do that exact same thing one more time. Yellow terracotta on top. Then we want to place, starting from the left here, we'll place a black glass, red terracotta, black glass, red terracotta, black glass. Extend each of these up by 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Then place red terracotta in between. Then add a row of yellow terracotta on top, and then a row of red terracotta on top of that. Extend the first row of yellow terracotta forwards a row, and then forwards once more, and extend left and right. And the end result should look like this, which looks quite impressive. Moving on to the right side of the build, first of all, we are going to extend this birch plank backwards. And then, in this position, place a lime terracotta extending towards the back of the build, green, lime, green, lime. We then want to place 2 alternating rows of terracotta on top of this, just as we did on the front of the build here. Then, place birch planks extending up and around the edge of the terracottas and down like this. We then want to extend these birch planks backwards an additional 10 rows.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Then we want to extend all the way up and connect forwards to the front of the build. We then want to take this entire wall and fill it in using birch planks. And once we have done that to this side, we can then go ahead and do the exact same thing to this opposite side. So extend this birch plank backwards by 1, and then in this position, place a lime, green, terracotta extending towards the back of the build, with alternating terracottas on top of each of these blocks, making up 2 rows, so that it's equal to the front. We then want to place birch planks that extend above and around the terracottas like this, and extend the birch planks towards the back of the build by an additional 10 rows.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then we simply want to extend up and join to the front of the build like this. And then fill this entire wall section in using birch planks. When it comes to the back of the build, the first thing that we are going to do is take this row of birch planks and extend this all the way backwards until it is the same length as the row on the side, and then drop this all the way down, like so. What we can then do is add an additional row of birch planks along the inside of each of these rows of birch planks. Then, in between these at the bottom, we want to place pretty much the exact same thing that we have on the front. We want to connect them together by placing lime, green, terracotta with 2 rows of alternating terracottas on top. We then want to add a row of yellow terracotta on top of this, and then starting over here on the left, a black glass, red terracotta, black glass, red terracotta, black glass. Add 3 rows on top of these, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, with red terracotta in between, yellow terracotta on top, red terracotta on top of that. Extend the first row of yellow terracotta outwards by 2 rows, and then left and right just like this. And that's pretty much the exact same thing that we have on the front of the build. We then want to come over onto this opposite side and do the same thing. So extend this birch plank all the way backwards until it is the same length as that row. Drop it all the way down to the very bottom. Add a row of birch planks along the inside of the back pair of rows, extending inwards. Then add the terracotta rows at the bottom, so the alternating lime and green terracotta rows, and then 2 more rows of the reverse on top. A row of yellow terracotta on top of that. Left to right, black glass, red terracotta, black glass, red terracotta, and place 3 more rows on top of these. 1, 2, 3. Yellow terracotta on top of that, and then red terracotta on top of that. Extend the first row of yellow terracotta outwards by 2 rows, and then left and right by a row like this, and that is pretty much the exact same thing that we have on the front now. Next, we are going to connect the rows of birch planks front to back as well. This will make placing the roof a lot easier later on. Next, we are going to make the back wall for the pizzeria.
Okay, I'm going to grab some materials we already used, but some new ones as well. So... Ooh, it seems like we're using copper in this build. Very exciting. But the real question is, which copper is it? Ooh, that's hard. I'll grab oxidized copper just in case. And I know that might be oxidized copper stairs? I'm not sure. I'm gonna grab the waxed one. No. Oxidized copper. So I guess I grabbed the right one. But is it the waxed one? Or is it the normal? I actually can't tell the difference, so I'm just going to grab the oxidized copper stairs. Then I need some dark prismarine, yellow terracotta, the black or white and black concrete, and some purple terracotta for the back. So let's build the back of the pizzeria.
This is really simple. Place a row of purple terracotta connecting the left and right sides of the build together. On top of this, place alternating black and white concretes. It really doesn't matter which block you start with. And then on top of that, place a row of yellow terracotta. On top of that, place a row of dark prismarine. And there we go. That is exactly what the back wall should look like. Next, we are going to fill the two side rooms in by placing birch planks connecting the front and the back of the build together, and then connecting the rows of red terracotta together as well, front to back.
Hey guys, it's Patrick Adams. I have something I want to share with you, okay? I have found a game that takes my...
Now for the main part of the room. Begin.
I think it's oxidized. Then we're gonna need the wax oxidized. There's two different types of normal copper. Waxed, and there's normal copper. I'm gonna choose the normal one, but I have a feeling it's gonna be the waxed one. Oh well, we'll have to see.
By taking wax oxidized.
I knew it. Waxed. It was waxed. Ooh, I don't know.
Cut copper stairs and placing them above and outside this dark prismarine. We then want to extend these stairs upwards and backwards by 4 rows. 1, 2, 3, 4. Behind those, wax.
Yep, wax oxidized copper. I literally thought it was normal copper, but it's the waxed one, so yeah, doesn't really matter. But I'm gonna grab the waxed one because that's the same material TSMC used in the build, so I'm gonna use waxed copper, so yeah.
Oxidized copper, and then extend up like this. On the back of the build, we want to place a row of waxed, oxidized copper stairs, such a long item there, here, above and outside the dark prismarine. we then want to extend these upwards and inwards by 4 rows. 1, 2, 3, 4. Waxed oxidized copper behind, extend up, and join to the front. So you can see what the roof is now going to look like. So all we have to do now, and I'm just going to place this row of stairs here and fill in the 2 smaller portions here and here, and I'm just going to start these going. So we want to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in total, oxidized copper behind, and I want to have an entire row of waxed copper stairs here. What I'm essentially doing is creating the frame on both sides of the build, so it makes it really easy as we're just sweeping across. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we will place the oxidized copper behind and above, just like this. So I want the frame here and here, and I'm just going to fill in these smaller parts as well, and then it will make everything else really easy. So this row here, this row here, and then we will have to, I guess we can just extend back these rows of red terracotta here and here, because otherwise we'll have gaps. And we could do the same for this upper part, because I believe that there will be a gap if we don't. I guess we'll have to see, but first of all we can just extend this row all the way across. And yeah, see, so we can just connect it to that red terracotta there, and then that's fine.
Hang on, did we? Oh, I'm dumb. We're supposed to extend it this way. I'm dumb. Call me dumb. I'm joking. I just didn't know. Whoops.
And then all of these other rows should just be usual. It might even make more sense to make this a birch plank rather than just a stair. And then we simply want to connect the regular waxed oxidized copper left to right as well, which will be the flat part of the roof.
He's coming.
And then we can just start working our way back down. For some final touches, we are going to do.
Okay, I'm going to need some materials to make the exterior of the build. Is that white concrete? Looks like white concrete. Yeah, I'm gonna grab white concrete. Okay, I'm gonna make the outside of the pizzeria, because in the movie, there's a car park, and I'm assuming that it's a very long, like bit of road here, I think. But I already have a road, but I think it's a part of the car park. I may be wrong. I saw the movie, so I think I know pretty much of it. I am going to black out these windows to make it more mysterious and creepy. And yeah, this is a pretty cool build. If there was an interior, then I would build it, but There isn't. There is an interior of this pizzeria in the movie, but I'm not bothered to build the interior because would you fit all that in this? I don't think I'll be able to fit all that in there, so I'm just not gonna build an interior to it. So let's build anyway. Let's build the outside of Freddy Fazbear's Pizzeria.
4 entire rows in front of the pizzeria. 1, 2, 3, 4. Remove all of the grass and replace it with smooth stone.
Always come back.
Buy a new NRMA Small Business Insurance policy, and you can get a $150 virtual Visa gift card. Visit nrma.com.au/businesshelp. A little HELP from NRMA Insurance.
I'm thinking that we can place some sea lanterns underneath the glass. And then just go ahead and fill the remaining area in with smooth stone as usual. We also want to extend the 4 middle blocks of the build forwards as well. These coincide with the 2 blocks for the door and left and right. Basically the same area that Freddy's face takes up, so if you just want to line up using that, you can as well. We are then going to remove the first entire 2 rows of the grey left and right. And replace these with cyan terracotta as we go.
Now, I do know some dialogue from the Five Nights at Freddy's movie that I wanna do. Welcome to Freddy's. Have you met them yet? Met who? Them. And let me tell you guys a quick story. I was at the theater, at the cinema, watching the movie. It was on opening weekend. Well, actually, no. Five Nights at Freddy's movie in Australia released on October 2023. It was released on October 26th, 2023, and I saw the FNAF movie on October 28th. So that was a Saturday. We were in the theater. There were 2 clapping scenarios. There was this scene where William Afton said, "I always come back," which is a reference to the FNAF games. And people were like, "Woo!" And there was one point where MatPat even appeared in the movie, and Corey X Kenshin. I think that would be 3 clapping scenarios, so... I didn't even know who that was that people were clapping at. And, yeah, that was MatPat, and I don't really watch MatPat because don't hate me on this, guys, but I had no idea who MatPat was until he appeared in the movie, and I realized that he said something in the movie that people caused to do a clapping scenario, so yeah, it was a wild experience, but the movie was pretty good. I would love to see a sequel, and yeah, that's why I'm building the Five Nights at Freddy's Pizzeria. Not Five Nights at Freddy's. Freddy Fazbear's Pizzeria, just to, you know, add a little Easter egg into my city, or a little bit of a prop, something like that. And, yeah. Anyway, enough rambling on. Let's get real building. So, I'm not going to be really speaking much because I want to concentrate on the 2 builds I'm going to be building. Well, I'm nearly finished with this one. Then I'm going to build the Empire State Building, which I think is located in America. I don't know which part though. I think it's New York. I don't know. Hang on. Let me do a little bit. Let me have a look and see where it's located. Where is the Empire State Building located? Aha! Yes, I was correct. It is located in New York. So, yeah, I'm going to be building the Empires. After I finish Freddy Fazbear's Pizzeria, I'm going to be building the Empire State Building. So, like I said, I'm going to continue now. I'm going to stop rambling about random stuff. I'm not going to be talking much right after, when I stop talking, which is probably going to be in a minute. But yeah, I'm gonna continue building Freddy Fazbear's Pizzeria, then I'm gonna concentrate on building the Empire State Building. So, let's do it.
We then have to remove all of the remaining glass block in between the smooth stone and cyan terracotta. We then want to take this empty space, and starting from the very end, place an oak leaf inside of this empty space. Then place a white concrete extending in, freeze.
Hang on. Guys, I need to extend it out 1 row. Whoops, didn't realise that. But, it's fine. Oak leaf.
Cyan terracotta, white concrete, free cyan terracotta, white concrete, and keep repeating this. Eventually, you will hit the center back. Then we can do the same thing on the opposite side, leaf. And then white concrete, 3 terracotta, 1, 2, 3, white concrete, so on and so forth. we have to do is simply extend each one of those materials forwards. So all of the white concrete, all the cyan terracotta, and you can even extend the leaves as well. Next, we are going to extend the leaves one row upwards, and then back, extending all the way towards the back of the pizzeria, just like this. And you can either stop them here or extend them one row backwards. And we want to do the exact same thing on the opposite side. Then, last but not least, remove all of the remaining grid at the back of the pizzeria and replace it with smokestone. All of the remaining grid at the back of the pizzeria and replace it with smokestone. With that final detail added, we have officially completed the tutorial. However, this video is not over. We must now take our pizzeria and add it into our city. This build is actually so massive and uncharacteristic for Mini City, there's only one place I can think to put it, which is at the end of the canal. I think that the people that decide that they want to venture out this far deserve a nice little Easter egg. So this is where the pizzeria is going to stay, at the very least for now. And that's it. I do hope that you have enjoyed this tutorial. Please do remember to like the video and subscribe to the channel. Hey, what's up YouTube? In this video, I'll be showing you how to make the Empire State Building. Please remember to like the video and subscribe to the channel. Watch until the very end of the video to see where we place the Empire State Building in our city. This is the amount of space required to make the Empire State Building. And here are all of the materials.
Okay, now I'm gonna build the Empire State Building. So I'm gonna grab the materials I need to build it. Remember, like I said guys, I'm gonna not be speaking much now because I'm going to be concentrating. So, starting now.
We will use to build it. Begin by placing a black concrete on the ground, and then place 30 smooth sandstone on top of it.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Just to clarify, I will be speaking because whenever I'll be speaking, that's because I'm counting stuff, and yeah. Just letting you guys know. So 10. Let me recount that row. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. We then want to extend to the right by 3, 1, 2, 3, and then back by 2, 1, 2. We then want to extend to the right by 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, then extend forwards by 2, 1, 2, and then right by 3, 1, 2, 3, and then we can extend all the way back down to the ground, and join back to the ground by placing a black concrete. Next, we want to come all the way back up to the top of the building and extend these 3 rows of smooth sandstone all the way down to the ground. Eventually meeting the ground with a row of black concrete. We want to do the same on the opposite side as well. The end result will look like this, and what we want to do next is come all the way down to the bottom left side of what we've done. We want to connect the black concrete together left to right like this, and then we want to follow this pattern, and I would recommend moving the glass and the sandstone next to each other. We want to place 2 layers of glass on top of the black concrete, and then a layer of smooth sandstone. 2 layers of glass, smooth sandstone, 2 layers of glass, smooth sandstone, and so on and so forth, extending all the way up to the top of the building. And with that done on the left, we of course want to apply this to the right side as well. Next, we want to all the way down to the bottom of what we have made. Connect the black concrete together, left to right, so both of these sides are now joined together. We then want to find the 5th set of windows up. So what this means is this is the first set of windows, the second, the third, the fourth, the fifth, come to the top of the windows where the sandstone connects horizontally and extend this sandstone all the way over to the right like this. What we are then able to do is add a row of smooth sandstone all the way up the middle of this entire area, so we cut it in half like so, vertically. We can then add all of these same horizontal rows of smooth sandstone that we have in between all of the windows inside of this new area. And then we are able to fill those windows in using glass block. With that complete, we can now come up to the top of our new set of windows, extend the smooth sandstone row backwards like this, and then add a vertical row of smooth sandstone extending to the top of our new set of windows. Extend the smooth sandstone row backwards like this, and then add a vertical row of smooth sandstone extending all the way up to the top of the center part of the building, cutting this area in half as we did the lower half. We can add the same horizontal rows of smooth sandstone as we have just on the left and right of us.
With the new CommBank app, you can do it all. Track your spending and invest from anywhere. Because with new personalised features, the CommBank app understands every version of you. Well, nearly.
And then we can fill all of these windows in with glass. The end result will look like this. The next thing that we are going to do is come all the way down to the bottom left-hand corner of the tower. We want to place a black concrete in front of the corner of the tower, and then place a row of smooth sandstone up on top of the concrete that extends up and connects to the top of the third window moving up. So 1, 2, 3. We then extend the sandstone to the right across the top of the window and then all the way back down again. Black concrete underneath, joined together like so. And then we are simply going to add another layer of glass and sandstone in front of what we have made. So you'll notice that this now sticks out a little bit, and we want to do the same thing on the opposite side. So black concrete in the bottom from right-hand corner of the building, sandstone extending up to the top of the third window, across, down, black concrete to join back, black concrete across the bottom, and then just extend the windows and the frame outward. This is as much detail as we will add to the front of the building for now. Next, we are going to move on to the back of the build, come all the way up to the top back right side of the building, and begin by extending this block backwards by 10 using smooth sandstone. 1, 2,
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We then want to extend to the right by 3, 1, 2, 3, in by 2, 1, 2, right by 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, forwards 2, 1, 2, right by 3, 1, 2, 3, and then we just want to extend to the front of the building. What we then want to do is extend the corner of the building all the way down to the ground. Eventually meeting the ground with a black concrete, which we can then extend to the left 1, 2, 3 rows, and then extend this all the way up to meet the opposite side of the shape that we are extending down. We can then extend these 2 rows of smooth sandstone all the way down to the ground, similar to how we did on the front of the building, except we are doing things in a slight different order. And once we have extended that side, we can of course work on this side. So I'm going to take the corner block, extend it all the way down. Black concrete on the ground, extend to the right by 3, 1, 2, 3. And then this time I'm going to extend inwards by 2. And then I'm just going to extend all 3 of these rows upwards simultaneously, rather than doing them individually from the top. With this framework complete, we can now come down to the left side of our building, and we can begin by adding all of the windows into this particular part. So that is of course 2 rows of glass on top of the black concrete with a layer of smooth sandstone on top, extending all the way up to the top of the build. And with that left side complete, we can just drop down to the right side and do the exact same thing. With these 2 side parts complete, we can now head towards the centre and join this black concrete together, left and right at the bottom. We then want to find the 5th set of windows up, so this would be the 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th. Come to the top of these windows, join them together with a row of smooth sandstone. Then split them in half up the centre using a row of smooth sandstone like this. We then want to add in the horizontal rows of smooth sandstone in between all of the windows. And then, last but not least, we can just fill all of the remaining parts of the windows in using glass block. With this lower half complete, we can now extend the horizontal row of smooth sandstone across into the back, split this area in half, just straight up the middle, like so. Then we simply want to add the windows left and right of this with the same smooth sandstone pattern as we have everywhere else.
How was your promotion thing?
I don't know.
Well, I'm so proud of you, Dad. I got you something in the glove box. Before you ask, they didn't have fruit and nut.
Lastly, come all the way down to the bottom left-hand corner of the building, extend this black concrete forwards by 1. Then we want to place smooth sandstone on top of this until we reach the top of the frame of the 3rd window, extend across and down, black concrete joined to the ground, and then across, and then we want to extend all of the glass and smooth sandstone outwards to fill in gaps. And then, of course, do the exact same thing on the opposite side. So extend the black concrete out, rows of smooth sandstone all the way up to the top, across, down, black concrete underneath, joined together, and then just fill the middle of this in with glass and sandstone. And that is all of the detail that we will add to the back of the build for now. So moving on to the right side of the build, we are first of all going to connect the black concrete together front to back. What we will then do is split this area up. So moving on to the right side. First of all, we're going to connect the black concrete together front to back. What we will then do is split this area up. So along the black concrete, we first of all want to leave a gap of 1 and then place a smooth sandstone. A gap of 2, smooth sandstone. Gap of 2, smooth sandstone, and then that would naturally leave a gap. We then want to extend all of these smooth sandstones all the way up to the top of the build. And with all of these vertical rows of smooth sandstone extended up from the base, we can now add in the horizontal rows. So this works by either adding in the glass first and then adding the smooth sandstone, or the reverse. I think it's probably easier just to add the glass. So on top of all of the black concrete, add 2 rows of glass and then a horizontal row of smooth sandstone, extending all the way up to the top of the build.
Add in the windows now. Okay.
With the entire side of the building filled in, we now want to come all the way down to the bottom, extend this black concrete outwards, and then place a smooth sandstone on top of this until we reach the top of the third set of windows. This will line up with the front of the building. We then want to extend inwards by 2, 1 dip, up to the next set of windows, extend across until we reach this point here, and then down again in between the bottom of the windows, and then extend like 2, and then all the way down. So this might seem a little bit tricky, but if you look at it from the side, it's quite a logical shape. What we then want to do from here is we want to join the black concrete together at the bottom, extend all of the sandstone and all of the glass 1 row outwards. And with that complete, what we now want to do is come down to this point of the building, extend this black concrete outwards, then add sandstone on top of it until we reach the top of the second set of windows, extend across to this position, and then down, black concrete on the ground, connect it back, and then extend all of the sandstone and the glass outwards. So we really get to achieve this nice depth effect. And the end result will look like this. And with that complete, we are now able to head on to the opposite side of the build and do literally the exact same thing. So we'll start off by adding the black concrete like this. We then want to add the same rows of smooth sandstone, so we'll leave a gap of 1 here on the left, smooth sandstone, gap of 2, smooth sandstone, gap of 2, smooth sandstone, extend them all the way up to the very top of the build. All of these vertical rows added, what we are then able to do is at the bottom here add 2 rows of glass on top of the black concrete, then a layer of smooth sandstone on top, and we just repeat this process over and over again until we eventually hit the top of the build. With the entire side of the building filled in, we are now able to head all the way down to the bottom left-hand side again, extend this black concrete outwards. We then want to place a smooth sandstone on top of the black concrete until we reach the top of the third set of windows, extend inwards 1 and 2, extend up to the next set of windows, and then across to this position, extend down just below the windows, right 2, and then all the way down to the ground, hit black concrete on the ground, and then of course we want to extend across, and then extend all of the smooth sandstone and all of the glass 1 row outwards. Next, we want to come all the way down to the bottom of this again and extend this black concrete outwards. Add smooth sandstone on top of this until we hit the top of the second set of windows, extend across this position, all the way down, black concrete on the ground, extend back on ourselves, and then place smooth sandstone extending out, and the glass as well. With that last detail added to the left side of the building, we are now going to work on the base of the building. So first of all, we want to place a row of black concrete. The left side of the building, we are now going to work on the base of the building. So first of all, we want to place a row of black concrete that boxes in the base of the building. So this will look like a rectangle that extends all the way around the base of the building. It sits on the outside of the building, but it is as small as possible, so you can see that it just sits on the outside edge of the building. We are only using straight rows, we are not extending inwards, and it will give us this rectangular shape. So what we then want to do is we want to extend the front left-hand corner of the shape by placing 3 smooth sandstone, 1, 2, 3, and then we are going to place a row of smooth sandstone that follows the same path as the black concrete below it, and we are just going to connect this together at the corners, and this is going to reinforce the base of our building.
Oh, look at that!
Hi. Are there any boutique shops close by? Yeah, this could be dangerous.
Next, we want to mark out the entrance. This is really simple. So on the front of the building, we want to place black concrete in front of this row of smooth sandstone on the left and this row of smooth sandstone on the right. You can see how that coincides with the part slightly above. We then want to connect the black concrete left to right at the top here, and then we are simply going to dig out the centre. Then we are going to dig out the glass and black concrete here and here that allows us to walk into the building just like so. Then, lastly, we are going to extend the black concrete 1 row further like this, add a layer of stone brick slabs to the top, and there we have it. That is the entrance. The next part of this is going all the way around the base and placing smooth sandstone in all of the relevant positions, such as here extending this row forwards, and on the sides we will extend this smooth sandstone forwards, this row here, this row, and this row, and you'll be able to see that the smooth sandstone flows from the bottom of the building all the way up to the top. We simply follow the lines that we have already placed throughout the entire build, and we just want to extend these outwards into the base. And then we can add glass into the base. And then we can add glass into the empty spaces in between all of the smooth sandstone. And I know what you're thinking, like, this looks really weird right now. Like, you can see all of the other layers of glass and sandstone on the inside of the building. Well, luckily, we can just clear those out later. That will be absolutely no problem whatsoever. With the lower half of the building, almost... complete, we can now head all the way up to the very top of the build, and we want to come all the way up to the top left hand side, and on top of this smooth sandstone here, place 6 more smooth sandstone.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Add a row to the left of this, and then extend each one of these rows forwards. Then we want to extend this corner on the opposite side up by 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then extend that row to the right, and then both of the rows forwards. We then want to come to the back of the build and extend these corner rows 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 inwards and then forwards. Last but not least, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And now that we have each one of our 4 pillars, we are going to come to the front pair of pillars. Extend this middle row of smooth sandstone all the way up to the top of the pillars. Join them together. We then want to add windows left and right of this row of smooth sandstone, exactly how we have done previously. Just like this, we want to have a similar thing on the side. So on the side, we're going to have to add this first horizontal row, and then we can add a vertical row extending all the way up to the top like this, and then we are able to add the same window pattern. And on the left and right side of the building, I have opted to add a row of smooth sandstone connecting the front and the back together. So we'll do the same thing on the opposite side now. Add the horizontal row first of all, vertical row in between them, then the window pattern like this in between both of the windows, and then extend the top outwards. And then, last but not least, on the back, it's the exact same as the front, the same vertical row, both of the windows, and then extend the top outwards. And then, last but not least, on the back, it's the exact same as the front, the same vertical row, and then windows. Next, all the way up at the top of the building, we want to locate this position here. This is on the front left-hand side of the building. We want to extend this smooth sandstone up by 3 using light grey concrete. 1, 2, 3. We then want to extend to the equivalent position on the right, like this, and then the equivalent position on the back. Extend across the back, join down, and then extend forwards like this. So this is basically the centre of each one of the 3 pillars. And what we then want to do is split each side in half with a vertical row of light grey concrete. So we have a set of 2 windows on every single side, and then glass inside of all of the empty space created. Next, we are just going to fill the very top of this in using light grey concrete. Next, we are going to locate the middle of the top of the building, which is right here. So you should be able to eyeball this, but I'm just going to mark that out right now. You'll notice that the middle of this part of the building lines up with the middle of the front of the build, and simultaneously lines up with the middle of the left side of the build. You should be able to find it quite easily. Anyway, on top of this, we want to add a row of 10 light grey concrete. 1,
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We then want to add a row of 3 diorite wall. 1, 2, 3. We then want to add another light grey concrete and then an end rod. We then want to all the way down to the base of this, and extending out of each one of the corners diagonally, a row of 7 white concrete. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And with those rows of white concrete added, we want to add another row extending out of those rows diagonally. This is just a row of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Next, we are going to place iron bars along the side of the light grey concrete that sticks outwards from the top of the white concrete areas like this. We then want to place stone brick slabs underneath the bars like so, extend these slabs outwards, and then left and right on each one of their sides. It'll form kind of a circular shape. We then want to leave half a row underneath this and then apply the exact same thing to every single side.
Flight Centre's Big Red Sale. Now on.
Hello, cameras. What can they do?
So, working our way back down the tower, you will want to leave half a row underneath this and then apply the exact same thing to every single side. So, working our way back down the tower, you will notice that on the upper part of the tower and on the left and right side, we will have these gaps. These want to be filled in using orange terracotta, just like this. So that is the left side. And that is the right side. However, if we drop a little bit further down the tower, you will notice that we also have more gaps just above the base here, which we also want to fill in with orange terracotta, and you'll actually find gaps on every single one of these sides of the tower. I'm also just going to dig out the remaining part of the grid on the front of the build and put this bit of grass here and replace the tower. I'm also just going to dig out the remaining part of the grid on the front of the build and put this bit of grass here and replace all of this using smooth stone. Now, lastly, we are going to head inside of the building now, and as I mentioned earlier, it's a bit of a mess in here. Like, you'll see that there are all of these unnecessary rows, which is something that you might not really care about, but if you like, and this is completely optional, this actually doesn't matter to me at all, because I'm not going to be using this building for anything. This is strictly cosmetic for my city. I'm not going to be using this for anything at all, so the inside is almost inconsequential to me because I'm going to be filling it up with light blue concrete. But you can dig out all of the unnecessary parts of the tower, and that goes for the sides as well. You're going to want to keep some sandstone and some black concrete and such, and glass on you handy, but you can really space out the inside of the tower if you like. So, as I'm not going to be using the interior of the building, what I'm actually going to space out the inside of the tower if you like. So, as I'm not going to be using the interior of the building, what I'm actually going to do myself, and I would recommend this if you don't plan on using the inside, add light blue concrete behind all of the windows so that we can't actually see inside, but we still kind of get that blue sort of reflective light glass reflecting the sky sort of effect, and then seal up the entrance with black concrete and glass. We'll kind of get that blue sort of reflective light hitting the glass reflecting the sky sort of effect, and then seal up the entrance with black concrete and glass. And the last little tiny finishing touch that I did forget right until now, stone brick slab on the top of the end rod. Tutorial complete. However, this is not the end of the video, as we now have to add the Empire State Building into our city. I'm going to be honest with you guys, Mini City isn't really set up for a giant skyscraper right now, but we do have to add it in here. So I think that the best place for it is kind of out of bounds behind all of our stores. So we'll still be able to see this as it is gargantuan, by far the largest build in Mini City to date. However, it is not really accessible, it's just a nice aesthetic piece. And that is it for the video, ladies and gentlemen. I do hope that you have enjoyed this tutorial.
Alright guys, I'm gonna end the video here. Normally I would integrate these two buildings that I've made in this video. The Freddy Fazbear's Pizzeria that you can see nearly at the right side of the screen right now, as you can see near the Empire State Building, and the Empire State Building. I'm going to integrate that, I'm going to plane it up and make it look a little bit better. So, I'm going to end the video here. I'm going to integrate both of these builds off camera because they're going to take a little while. So, yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you have, please do remember to like and subscribe, turn on the notification bell so you don't miss a video from me. And, yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.